Hey guys, on your own practice for triangle congruence, side, 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 and angle, side, angle, part 1. So which postulate proves these triangles congruent? Alright, so it's telling us that these angles are congruent. And we know that this side here is congruent because this line segment is congruent to itself. And then there's another angle that are both 90 degrees. So angle, side, angle. All right, now how would we name this? We have to see what corresponds. B corresponds to B, and D corresponds to B. D, dog, and A corresponds to C. So we have to find where A and C line up, B and B, D and D. All right, this one, we have side and see these are vertical angles that we just learned about. So side, angle, side. How would we name these? A corresponds to itself. C corresponds to D because they have the congruent side between them. And B corresponds to E. So let's find the ones. There's only one where A corresponds to itself, A here, but let's just check D and C, E and B. Yeah. All right. This line segment is congruent to itself, so side, angle, side. And then how do they correspond? B to itself, that lines up. D to itself. BD, BD, this one doesn't do that. This one doesn't do that. Oh, this one only has BD and then A and C. All right. We know vertical angles are congruent, so we have angle, side, angle. So it has to be one of these. Now we just have to match the sides up. So R corresponds with V, that works. S corresponds with U, and T to itself, so it's this one. All right. Now we have a side, and then another side because this line is congruent to itself, so side, side, side. So it's one of these. All right. So A corresponds to A. Nope. Find where A corresponds. I don't see any. So these are congruent. Oh, I see. Yeah, we need to draw this one out. All right. So if we draw our first triangle on the right, this part is D, this is A, and this is C. So this is congruent to itself. All right. And then we draw the second triangle, and we have B goes here. Since this is that side, that has to be C, and that means this is the other congruent side, so that has to be A, and then 1, 2, 3. So what happens here is A actually corresponds with C. So A and C, D and B, D and B, and then C to A. There we go. Careful with those that are turned differently. So now these are congruent here and here. So we have a side and then an angle and a side. Side, angle, side. This one we have a side, 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 because this line is congruent to itself. There we go. And now let's draw them out so we know how they correspond. Oh, I didn't draw big enough. Try again. Alright, let's draw this first triangle. It looks sort of like this, where this part is P, Q, S. No, my drawings are terrible. That's 3. So let's draw this other one. So the P is at the bottom, just like it, and it goes up to R, which is, and then R goes to Q. Alright, so here Q corresponds to Q. P to P, S to R. So Q to Q, P to P, S to R. It's this one, I think. There we go. Alright, which segments include segments between angles BAC, that's this angle here, and ABC, this angle here. So the segment in between there is AB. Alright, last one. Which angle is included for sides AB, A, B, and BC? That's angle B.